Hello, everyone. My name is Eric Wall. I don't know how many of you recognize me. The title of this talk is The Bitcoin Protocol Stuck in Time Forever. But I was thinking about changing the title to this talk to Things Are Terrible. And it's my own fucking fault. Things are terrible, and it's my own fault. And I've been given 15 minutes today to speak to you guys, and I'm going to try to undo as much of the damage as I've done as I possibly can in these 15 minutes. So, some of you people may associate me with two things. One of these things would be OPCAT, which Shayu just spoke about. And the other thing is spam. So I'm going to show you like a clockwork orange. This will be like watching Vietnam footage for veterans to see some of these old images. This is 2 years ago in Miami. This upset a lot of people. This is me and my co-founder, Udi Wertheimer, dancing on stage during the peak of the Ordinal hype. This is the first 4 mega block that was the catalyst for the Ordinals craze that created all the BRC20 tokens, all the runes, all the spam on the chain. And only 6 days after that, I went to Israel, to Tel Aviv, and I was instructing L2 designers, protocol designers, to use the same method that we use to inscribe images in the blockchain. Use that to build L2 protocols. Use it to build rollups on Bitcoin. So all the Bitcoin rollups that's directly correlated to that initial 4 megabyte block. And we were successful for a while. Like some of you guys might remember this. This is when this is from I guess 2 years at this point. The transaction fees on Bitcoin are $25. People are crying that the children in El Salvador, their livelihoods are getting destroyed. Lightning channels are getting closed automatically, and the world is on fire. And yes, for a moment in history, for a period in time, we did cause a lot of problems in the mempool. It was difficult to get a transaction in. And this is from Bloomberg. Alongside this, we also have the soft fork discussions. OPCAT was becoming the front runner for the next Bitcoin soft fork. So the next change to the Bitcoin consensus system, OPCAT was becoming the leading proposal for that. And this is me a couple of months ago in the MicroStrategy, now Strategy headquarters office. Putting some of my JPEGs and spam in their office building. This is Ed Julien announcing the Strategy Bitcoin Hub. And if you take a look at these images, this is Saylor announcing the hub, and this is what the hub actually looks like. And you can see the OPCAT stick figure. I heard that Saylor later instructed for the OPCAT stick figure to be burnt, so I believe that this is burnt, was set on fire and is destroyed now. But the damage was already done, so this is an overview of the different consensus proposals for covenants in Bitcoin, and one of the most popular ones is OPCAT. So Bitcoin community already got PsyOps to care enough about this. CTV is also popular, but anyway, what I want to use these minutes to tell you guys that is in the past. We're talking about things that happened in previous history. This is not today. We're not in the same situation right now. The situation is different now. This is in the past. This is today. Today, there's basically no transactions in the mempool. This little red here, that's not a bad thing. Well, for people that want to get their transactions in, that means that people are paying less than 1 Satoshi per VByte. This is what the mempool looks like today. We, the spammers, have failed. We were defeated. We lost. There is no spam on the Bitcoin blockchain today. We lost. We were successful for some time, but it's over now. You can't be fighting this war like you're one of these Japanese soldiers on some of those islands in the Second World War. You're still fighting a war that doesn't exist. You see that? 0.18, that means that the minimum fees now to get a transaction in are 80% lower than what was even possible by the filter rules back when we started. So the fees are less than when we started, 80% lower than when we started. And even though spam is not an issue, these are the types of conversations that we're having in Bitcoin. People are arguing about spam filters. So I'm going to use the Spider-Man meme. Like, if you put on your glasses, there are other problems going on in Bitcoin right now. Like, I don't know if you have noticed, but no one is spamming the chain. This is not an issue that is ongoing in Bitcoin. No one's using the chain. Like, maybe that's an issue. No one's using the Bitcoin blockchain. And even though that's the case, you have like Bitcoin maxis going around now harassing Bitcoin core developers, literally harassing Bitcoin core developers, like Gloria Zhao. I'll tell you something about Gloria. Look at her commit history. Gloria is the 12th most active contributor to the Bitcoin core repo. This is Luke, the 15th most. And people are asking why she qualified to be a maintainer of the Bitcoin codebase. Because she's active. The war is over. The spam problem is over. And you're going around and harassing people like Gloria over a problem that doesn't exist and that she couldn't even have fixed in the first place. So BitMEX Research, Johnny, shout out to Johnny, finally did a write-up and tried to, be as articulate and as pedagogical as is possible to show you guys that it is not possible to prevent arbitrary data from getting inserted into the blockchain. You can literally invent encoding schemes that puts the image data in private keys and makes those private keys vulnerable such that you can still embed images into the blockchain. If you want to stop image data, arbitrary data from getting into the blockchain, you're going to have to ban Bitcoin addresses. You're going to have to ban Bitcoin private keys. And you're harassing people like Kalle. Kalle has 3 interests in his life. It's Nostr, BitChat, and Cashew. He's working on Bitcoin privacy. And people are harassing him over gender politics. You're on the same fucking side. You're on the same side, guys. And the war is over. Focus on what matters, please. The fees, there's not a spam attack going on Bitcoin. This is not a problem in your life. Like this image, this is not an issue. If this is a problem for you, this is not a problem. Like, go be with your family. This is not what is causing the troubles in your life. There are bigger things happening in the Bitcoin culture right now. The fact that, people are not using self-custody anymore. People are buying Bitcoin through corporate wrappers. People are buying Bitcoin through ETFs. There's no on-chain activity. Someone's trying to distract you into thinking that spam is the issue that's going on right now. The problem is that when you fight spam, that's how we win. The reason that I'm on this stage right now is that you gave a fuck about what we were doing in the first place. The reason that a Taproot Wizard image is $20,000 or more at this point is because you pay attention to it. Ignore the problem and it will go away. And yes, I will admit, I have caused some problems on purpose, but we gotta fucking focus on what matters now. If you fight us, we win. That's the only reason that this whole spam problem exists is because you gave enough attention to it to make that spam valuable. Ignore the spam, price goes down, problem goes away. And it has already happened. There is no problem here. This is not the problem in your life. So I'm going to wrap up with, if you don't trust me, if you have a general distrust in the things that I say, I fully understand that. So let's actually listen to what the people on the other side of the spam discussion says. So this is Mechanic, and this is from a Twitter space from 2 years ago. And I haven't changed a single word. The moment that I got off this stage, I'm actually going to retweet this clip from this space so you can listen to it and see that I've not changed a single sentence from the discussion that is happening on this space. And I'm going to read it to you now. It's very short, 30-second clip. Mechanic says, so how responsible is Taproot, the upgrade that happened 4 years ago in Bitcoin, how responsible is Taproot for BRC20 tokens, Ordinal inscriptions, things like that? Luke responds, completely unrelated. This is from Luke, the guy who runs the client, the NOTS client, that some of you guys are running at to fight the spam. Okay, Mechanic says, so why do these guys call themselves the Taproot Wizards? Good question. Luke's answer is that because they want to make Taproot look bad, the previous upgrade. That's a part of their attack. They want to prevent Bitcoin from getting better. Mechanic responds, interesting. Okay? Luke goes on. So they've got different prongs of how they're attacking Bitcoin all at once. And one of those is to blame Taproot so that they hope that the Ossification camp kind of takes over. So in Luke Dashjr's, most conspiratorial, cartoonish, idea of me as a villain in this ecosystem, the worst thing, the worst effect that I could have on the Bitcoin ecosystem is that the Ossification camp wins. And if you look at what is happening in Bitcoin development right now, that is what is happening. There's general distrust against Bitcoin developers. The exact problem that Luke warned you about, that he said that I was causing, is happening now. Listen to Luke. If you have issues related to spammers, listen to Luke. The biggest issue that could possibly happen is that you let the Ossification camp win. I am tired of winning. If you fight us, we win. Please don't make me win anymore because it's getting fucking ridiculous. You're on the same fucking side. You're in the same side. Can you please move on with your lives and do something that improves the Bitcoin protocol? That's all I had. Thank you very much.